So it looks like Samsung is making a big change with the Galaxy S27 series. And if this leak is true, not everyone will get the same phone inside. The biggest news is about the Galaxy S27 Pro. Many people thought the S27 Pro would be like a smaller version of the Ultra. At first, that sounded possible because of earlier leaks. We heard about a special privacy display for the screen, and that made many fans excited. But little by little, new leaks are showing that the S27 Pro and the S27 Ultra are actually more different than many people expected. First, we learned that the two phones will not have the same zoom camera. They may share the main camera, the ultra-wide camera, and the selfie camera, but the telephoto camera will be different. Now there is another difference, and this one is even bigger. According to a new report, Samsung plans to use the Exynos 2700 in the Galaxy S27 Pro across most parts of the world. If you live in North America, you are expected to get the Snapdragon version instead. China has also received Snapdragon models in the past, but this new report did not clearly mention China, so we will have to wait for more information. What this means is that two people buying the same Galaxy S27 Pro in different countries could end up with different processors inside. That has happened before with Samsung phones, but many fans were hoping Samsung would stop doing that. The good news is that the Galaxy S27 Ultra is expected to use the newest Snapdragon Elite chip in every region. So if you buy the Ultra, everyone should be getting the same processor. That also means the S27 Pro is probably not going to be the mini Ultra that many people wanted. Now let's talk about the Exynos 2700 itself. Samsung is expected to build this chip using its new SF2P process. In simple words, Samsung says this new technology should make the chip use less battery while also allowing it to run faster. The report says it could reduce power use by about 26% and increase clock speed by around 15% compared to the previous Exynos 2600. That sounds very promising, but Samsung is also changing something else that is very interesting. Normally, the memory sits on top of the processor inside the phone. This saves space, but it can also make cooling more difficult because the heat has to travel through the memory before it reaches the cooling system. Samsung may now place the memory beside the processor instead. This is called a side-by-side design. Don't worry about the name, the simple idea is that putting them next to each other could help the processor stay cooler. A cooler chip can often keep its speed for a longer time while gaming, recording videos, or doing heavy work. So this change could actually improve real-world performance. Now, some early benchmark results did not look very exciting, but there is an important reason. The test chip was running at a very low speed. Its fastest core was only running at about 2.88 GHz. That is much lower than what this chip is expected to reach when it is finished. Some reports say the final Exynos 2700 could go all the way up to around 4.2 GHz, so it is still too early to judge how fast this processor will really be. There is also another thing to remember. Early test devices are usually not the final product. Companies are still working on the software, power settings, and cooling before the phone is ready for launch. So today's benchmark numbers may look very different from the final phone that people buy. The leak also says that the regular Galaxy S27 and the Galaxy S27 Plus are expected to follow the same plan. Most countries will get the Exynos 2700, while North America is expected to receive Snapdragon versions. Again, China may also get Snapdragon, but that has not been confirmed yet. This is definitely one of the biggest talking points for the Galaxy S27 series. Some people prefer Snapdragon because of its strong gaming performance and battery life. Others believe Samsung has improved Exynos enough that the difference may not be as big as before. The real answer will only come when reviewers get both versions and test them side by side. Until then, these are still leaks, so things could change before Samsung officially announces the phones. What do you think about this? Would you be happy with an Exynos Galaxy S27 Pro, or would you only want the Snapdragon version? Share your thoughts in the comments because I really want to know what you think. And if you missed my previous video covering the latest Galaxy S27 leaks and everything we know so far, make sure you watch that one after this one, because it will help you understand the full picture. Also, if you enjoy simple tech updates without confusing words, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay with the channel, because there are a lot more Galaxy S27 updates coming very soon.